Guys, what's up? It's ScherBR here again, and we just got another yet update, and this just brought us Brahms, Mystina, and Lucian content. They just can't stop giving us content. I'm pretty sure there's people that like this, there's people that don't like this, but either way, let's just give a look what this new released stuff. You can see there's this notice here, and it talks about the Divine Weapon tickets. Sorry, with Divine Weapon summon for Brahms and Mystina, and their artifacts. This is the same banner, same way functionally on that we had with the Full Metal Alchemist banner. You start with the 3k gen costs, and you drop 11 weapons, and then it raises to 5k, but the drop rate doubles, and then the last step of the summon is another 5k and the drop rate triples. So there's a very good time for be summoning weapons. It reaches 15% for 6-star weapons and 2.8 drop rate for artifacts. It's very interesting thing. But let's talk about some more about Brahms and Mystina. Well, Mystina is a interesting character. She's good because of other stuff. Her status are lower than Freya, and also the Brahms is an average character as well. He is more focused on damage, but his status are not that far. He's not that strong as Tyla, like would said. He has a little less status than Tyla on physical damage, but most of the damage and status we get right now is still from weapons, so the base status are not that important still. It's important because of the passive skills. Sometimes every little value adds a lot of stuff, but let's just get to the divine weapon. Someone check some other things, and that's the banner. As you see, sorry, this is the banner for single pulls. The banner for multi-pulls is the banner with Mystina on the face of the banner. So, as you see, it says here, just up there, the first summon costs 3k gems, and the second summon is 5k gems, but it's 1.5 up on drop rate, so it's 7.5 drop rate, and the last one is 15% drop rate for cumulative 6-star weapons. And let's click on the tail, and we got some change in information here. The unique orbs are already now it shows on the screen, and you can check this very easy right now. All the characters are getting this E-activate passive skill in their passive orbs, their exclusive orbs, and all the unique stuff is the second skill. Here in Brahms' case, it's the combination lines. He increases damage based on combo count when attacking. So he's a little like Tyla, and he needs to attack less when the combo is already very high. I don't know how are the values of this stuff, how much damage it increases, because the game don't show us the value. Probably some people in Japan already tested this, but it's interesting. But you need to use this guy with high combo count, high hit combo characters like this new character we just got from Crash Fever, or Lucian, Caradoc, Freya, and Norn, people like this, so he can come last and use some attacks. Or sometimes, I mean, you just can use some active skills with multi hits. It's good enough as well. So let's check his attacks. His attacks here it's from the dark element. The second attack seems to be the most important. It's the one that launches the enemy to the air. And the last one is a powerful attack, but it's non-elemental. It can be converted to other elements. And he has the rage skill. The raises attack by 90% on the start of each turn, but it can stack. It's very interesting. He deals more damage to knock down attacks. Knockdown attacks are the attacks that push the enemy forward. And he has the improve on critical hit rate and lower enemy guard chance. So enemy guard chance is not important, but critical hit rate is important when combined with his passive skill from the unique orb. So his passive skills are good because of rage, but the second one is not that important. The third one is also just above average, but not the best thing. We just got Edward. Edward has a better combination of skills here, and when compared to Brahms. So Brahms is even being based on damage, he will do less damage than Edward and when start of the fights, but better damage when you consider that the rage can increase as time goes by. The more the turns, the more attacks he gets. Now let's check Mystina. Mystina also has the same E activate from her unique orb, but she gets the second skill. It's the quick. Oops, sorry, I got to the wrong page. Let's click here again. She gains 1 extra attack on every even number turn. Well, that's because she only has 2 attacks. She's a common standard mage from the dark element. And, well, each one turn she will get a more attack. But probably her Dark Saver and Poison Blow are will carry more damage than Nord and the new character from Crash Fever. I still don't remember her name but she will do probably more damage with these 2 attacks combined than 3 attacks from the other characters. 2 attacks. She compares 2 against 3, so this the third attack that she gets from even turns may probably be better than using some mages like Nord and the new character. Let's check her skills here. And she increases magic and mind on the start of each turn. It's similar to the rage, but it increases both offensive and defensive status. Mind is a defensive status. Mind, if you don't know, it's the mag defense from the game. And the second skill improves the chances of inflicting status elements, and you increase the damage to poison enemies. It's the improved chance of inflicting status is just like Renvald. Renvald is a very important character. This thing here is important against some bosses. When you can inflict freeze or blind or poison, you see poison is very easy to inflict because most bosses won't resist poison, but they will resist most of the other debuffs. And in tower you can inflict some of this stuff. The poison will hit some of the bosses, and she will do increase the damage to those that got inflicted with poison. So this is a passive skill with 2 effects. It's better than Renvald. Renvald only has 1 effect on this when he increases the chances of debuffing enemies. The last thing here, she gets lower chance of being sealed, poisoned, or cursed. This is interesting against bosses. So you can see that she's useful against bosses that can be debuffed. It's her specialty. And she can attack more, so she can sometimes use 3 skills from staff, or you can just focus on damage, hitting against enemies that are weak to the dark element. And that's a quick overview on these characters here. Mystina has more standard use than Brahms. Brahms is a good character. He does very long damage, but you need some special setup to be using him, and he needs his orb to perform better when compared to some characters just released like Edward. Because Edward natural skills are above Brahms, and without his unique orb he won't be doing much better than Edward, or even Alphonse when compared. That's also a thing that we knew it happened because the Alphonse and Edward are characters from the future. They are 1 year long when they got released in Japan. So the skills are, even if their status were matched to the current game, their passive skills are better than most characters. So okay, let's get back here. Should you pull for these characters? Well, do you like these characters? Here they are from the first original game, the Valkyrie profile original. Brahms is on the first and the second game. This characters here is very loved by the community from the original game. You like this guy? Just pull for him. Is interesting. He needs a special setup to do more damage, but it's not that difficult to form the setup because we just got this two new characters with high hit counts, and it's easy to use him because of it. But if you want Brahms, you have to pull for his orb. It makes him way better. Mystina does not really need her passive orb because just get one more attack and some raising in status. The E activate skill is very good actually. It raises 1k an attack and 1k for offensive status that are attack and magic, and 500 for defense and magic defense. Okay, 1k attack and magic, 500 for defense and magic defense. So this helps a lot for you characters that are already on high levels or even on lower levels. It will work very well, and even more combined with their passive skills that raise based on percentage. If something is based on percentage, it will increase the more you have base status. Okay, so that's it for these two guys here. Let's get back to top. This event is another event with farming. You can see here is the Vestige of Meadow. We can click here on exchange bot to check what stuff there's here. And it's the first reward is Cerebellum Bond. This Cerebellum Bond is the word for Lucian. You need this word to be sacrificed for Odin so you can get Lucian to your squad. And this $4. The $4 here are for you to limit break Lucian. It's very similar to the Crash Fever event, where we can get 4 types of bucks for this character that keep forgetting their name. Let me just check her name here because it's there's Quilling. Her name is Quilling. Yeah, this Quilling character here. She also got easy way to limit break because the books were on her event on the exchange bot, and where it costs very low drops. And it's the same as Lucian. I believe Lucian is a little more costly than her, but it's also free to acquire. You won't be using special or your common materials to limit break him. And you can see, let's just check here more stuff. And you can farm some experience beads, but I do think they are very costly. You can get the Divine Weapon ticket. Sorry guys. There's the Awakening Ember 6-star. This is a very important item. The Awakening Pearl has a good price, I can say. It's not very costly, and if you have a need for 5-star, you can get this one here. And the hammers are not that important. We are full of hammers because this event sorry, we're still full of hammers because of Divine Craftsmanship. The Divine Craftsmanship event gave us a lot of hammers. You don't need to get even more hammers on Lucian event. So that's it. You get this word for Lucian, so you get Lucian. His bucks are a priority, and after his bucks and the 5-star buck here too, you can get another stuff. Actually the Ember is more important than the 5 buck number 5. The Ember is more important. Then you get the ticket, and after the ticket you get the bucks. And this is all for this event. You can get the Awakening Pearl, it's not that important. The hammers are just not important. And that's it. You see that we have a lot of events going on the same time. Like I said on the start of the video, a lot of people are not liking this. But let me tell you something. If you're still focusing on the Divine Craftsmanship, go to the end, farm everything you want. And when you finish this thing here, you can just go to the Crash Fever crossover, get the staffs, so if you want, but you can just wait for the second part of this event. It's not important. It lasts longer than the Lucian event. There's 2 weeks on this event. Lucian only has 6 more days and some hours. So finish with your stuff with Divine Craftsmanship, jump to Lucian event, and then you jump to Crash Fever event. Valhalla Tower and Valhalla Ravine will be very easier now because a lot of people will be getting unique orbs for these new characters. And besides getting orbs for these new characters, this update also brought us some new stuff. We'll just get here in exchange booth, and we can get to, let me check if this is the thing. And this is the same system from Fullmetal Alchemist banner. If you fail to get these characters, if you summon 10 times, you will get this support ticket here. It's called Brahms and Mystina, it only works here. You can get on one of these characters just by using these tickets. It's a fail-safe type of thing. And let's get to permanent exchange. I believe it's here. Yeah, it's here. You can see that now all the characters in the game that were released as artifacts can get in their orbs. Orb of Automail is the orb for Edward Ulrich. This one for Alphonse Ulrich, Abel, Arnegrin, Sodomitsu, Tyla, Rufus. Rufus is the only character I have a dupe from the artifact. There's Alicia, Lucian, Mystina, and Brahms here. Then Freya and Silmeria. All of the characters released so far, they are all able to get their unique orbs. This changes a lot of stuff, especially because for one character, this changes a lot for Arnegrin, where he's in here. The Orb of Mercenary is one of the best unique orbs in the game because it makes Arnegrin draw a lot of attacks and also raises his damage to a good standard. So he'll be a tank that causes damage. He just won't heal like Klaus, but he does a lot of damage and also draws a lot of attacks. He's one of the best characters in the game. He's one of the best tanks in the game. The players from Japan always used this guy for a long time. They said this character, Arnegrin, was used for 2 long years before he got some replacement, and this new older character is just somewhat more stronger than Arnegrin, but Arnegrin is still usable. So the moment you get a second dupe for Arnegrin, just get here and get this orb. You feel very good when using this orb because it changes drastically how Arnegrin functions in the game. I have Arnegrin, but I don't have a dupe for him. I'll go to check those characters here. That's my Arnegrin. He's not that fully leveled, and his passives won't draw attacks. He needs his passive orb to be a tank, or right now he's just a damaged type of heavy hitter, but not exactly a tank. He needs his passive orb for that. And now everyone can get this, and because of it, the new event, the Valhalla Ravine and the Valhalla Tower will be getting very easy if you manage to get these characters from friends or by yourself. You can just get your dupe artifact here and do this stuff. So sorry for getting too long. I don't think there's more things to tell. We'll just start the stage-by-stage video with Lucian, so I can show you guys how to get this stuff here and if there's any better way to farm in this event. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe, and see you on the next video.